Hey, so today I wanted to make this plan, and I wanted to start making a series of videos where I just talk to the camera and I just talk to you about my experience as a newborn and maternity photographer. So it will be a series where I'm just talking to the camera, nothing complicated, no props, no any gadgets and mimics. If you want to see all my videos or how I shoot, you have hundreds of videos on the YouTube channel here, Maternity Newborn. Of course, I will keep doing those videos for you to see. But I wanted to talk with you about how it is to have a business as a newborn or maternity photographer, and the feeling of being alone, being lonely. Because in this business, and when you have a company, and us as creators of or photographers, pretty much we don't have staff. Well, some of them, they do have big studios and they do have staff with them and they connect and it's great. But the small studios like me or people who are self-employed, they don't have that. And maybe you have some contractors which they can help you grow your business. Mama, take it easy. I'm talking. But you don't have the help. Like I have a small contractor, subcontractor, the website, Instagram, but you don't connect with, sometimes I bring an assistant, but majority of the time pretty much are lonely. You have to do marketing, you have to do your session, you have to do your banking, you have to do your accounting, you have to figure it out how you learn things. Sometimes you go to be mentored, sometimes you mentor, and those are your connection, but that's it. And if you're not a photographer who goes to network events, pretty much you are lonely. And that's something which can affect you mentally. So you need to prepare yourself for that, how to not become lonely or not become stuck into this loneliness rut, to say it like that. So how do we not become lonely, pretty much? And there are a few ways. You can find a tribe to surround yourself with. Many people, they go in groups of photographers. They join small groups of creators, even if they are not from the same area. They are not niched just for newborn or for maternity photography. They join groups where somebody is creating different brands, or they are into wedding. Some of them, they rent the space where there is a shareable space and they go there. So you can join those groups. I've joined, because I wasn't able to join physically a group, I did join lots of groups, like Subri's group, many groups where I paid as being a mentee. I paid of being a student in there, and then the mentors were teaching us what to do. Then you can, what else you can do? You can go to the networking events, and those ones, I have friends which they do that and they love it. Again, I wasn't able to do that. You can find one or two friends, and I do have that, which they are in the same niche like me. They do maternity and newborn photography, and I connect with them. I have 3 beautiful friends which they do this, and I always talk, I chat. Sometimes we get together and we plan, we brainstorm, and so on. So that's how I've done this thing of not being and feeling lonely. You need to connect with someone. The third thing is to see if your husband or partner can get along with you. But we know, for example, my partner, my husband, he loves, he gives me all the support in the world, but he's not on the same page with me. He never says how much I can spend and not spend in my business, but sometimes his ideas are not the same with my ideas. And then I start explaining him this, that, and how I want to do it, especially when we're doing the renovation. And he's like, no, 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 he should be like this way. And then we have fights because we are so opposite. So now when he comes in my studio, he's like, yeah, just tell me what you want me to do and I will do it. So depending of your connection between your partners, that could be a place to go and help. I've seen couples where they can go along very well and they can make an amazing business. And then I've seen famous couples which they worked together as husband and wife and they divorced. So in my case, if I will be to work 100% in my photography business with my husband, we will never get along so good because we have opposite thinkings. Plus the fact that it's a business and sometimes it's hard, so money was financial planning, that can put a strain on your relationship compared to working with somebody else. So one thing which I didn't talk about in this video, and being lonely besides groups, making new friends, joining different networking groups which they have nothing to do with photography, and your partner, the most important thing what you have to work on, and this is what I've done. And maybe you say, oh, Victoria, but you are such an extroverted person, you can speak with anyone, you can do. No, that took me years. And the most important thing what you can do is to work with yourself. To find that place where you're happy to be alone. I am thriving on connections. I love going out, I love being with people and so on. So I couldn't live on an island alone, I will die. But I know my connections and my loneliness is healed by the fact that I meet my clients, I meet my babies, and that fuels me and makes me happy. But that's 10% of my work. 90% of the rest of the work, I'm alone. I do all my editing. Editing takes hours and you have to stay behind the computer and you can't connect with anyone. So in that 90%, you can become very lonely and depressed. So I worked on myself. And how did I do that? So how I worked with myself, how I worked on myself, to say like this, to be happy in my work. So with me, because I'm an immigrant and because my language barrier was very, very strong, I had to force myself to communicate. And not only that, I tried to become very good at my craft. Now, in this process, because I had so many mentors, I listened to self-growth books, lots of books, yes. And somehow I arrived to the conclusion that the best person to help me grow, to help me move forward, it's only me. At the end of the day, nobody can help you do something if you don't want it. Pretty much. So the first thing what you have to do is to be at peace with yourself, to believe that the only person who can help you move forward, the only person who can help you understand the problem, it's you. The only person who can make you happy, it's you. There is no other person in this world. Of course, there is God, He can help you. There is your mom, He can help you to listen to you and to help you pass these moments. But if you are not happy with you and you can't talk with yourself and you can't, and you put yourself down all the time, if you do that, the other people will do it even more. But if you work on yourself and you give yourself a little bit of patience, if you give yourself the time to heal, the time to grow, if you talk with yourself and you say, hey, today I haven't done this, but I will be able to do this tomorrow. If you don't put yourself down, nobody else will be able to put you down. And if you put yourself first and you think, okay, I'm my best friend, I can grow, I'm the one helping me, I can grow from me thinking, you'll see, you will not feel lonely anymore. You'll feel way better. You have to start by not beating yourself anymore and putting more courage in yourself. You need to start becoming your own friend. And I understand lots of people will be like, oh man, you're talking by yourself. It's you and your brain. But that's the best thing. You become your own friend. And when you start lifting you up, you will be able to start thinking and looking at the things around you in a different way. And you'll be able to think clearly. You'll be able not to feel so anxious because you can rely on yourself first, and then you'll be able to rely on the other people. I remember what Sue Bryce was saying, and she was saying this: what you put, the energy you put out there is the energy you attract. And I see so many Facebook posts saying, why is this happening to me? Why I'm always like this? Why I'm doing this? Why I am doing this? So I think it's time to shift that why and to ask yourself why you are attracting that, and change your attitude and say, I'm attracting goodness, I am good, I'm doing this good, I'm my best friend, I am doing more than I can, I've done more than yesterday. The only person with who you have to compare yourself is yourself, how you've done it yesterday and how you become better today. What you put in the world, that's what you attract. You do good with your brain, that's what your brain will give you back. You'll feel better, you'll feel, you won't feel lonely anymore because you're happy with yourself. And for me, at this stage in my life, I'm in the stage where I'm really happy, and I don't need someone to be 90% with me all the time. I'm even having moments when I want to go away by myself and just be me, because I need that time for me, my brain, my body to connect with what I'm doing. I need those moments of clarity to hear my thoughts and to be just me. Before I finish, this is my last thing. Imagine your life and imagine yourself going to a mountain, to a lake, and looking in the water. So what do you see? If it's a beautiful day, if your life is in order, if it's sunny, for example, if your life has the winds ups and down, but when you look in the reflection of the lake, you see your face and you smile, then that's where you want to be. It's the same like when you look at the mountain and you see the reflection in the lake. The mountains are there, the lake is there. There are things happening around the mountains. There is the wind, the sun, the rain. But when everything is calm, that reflection is visible. So, like I said, if you want to be not feeling lonely, the best thing to do is to be calm, is to become friends with yourself. And what you put there in the universe will be reflected back to you. So, if you like this kind of videos, let me know, because I will do more of this, with my business experience, to say it like that, as well as life experience in this past 7-10 years of doing photography, newborn and maternity, but also experience as a business owner, because we've had a restaurant for 10 years before we came here in Australia, and I do have that business experience a little bit. So if you like this kind of video, let me know what else would you like to see and hear, and I will do more of these videos where I just chat and I tell you my thoughts. In saying that, see, I'm not lonely. I can do things together with you and I can connect with you. So find your tribe, find yourself, be your friend. Chat to you soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.